Hello, pretty people. All the pretty people say hi to Risha. Let me know that you're in the building. It's Wednesday, and what do we do on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time? We do a quick Q&A, question and answer for your small businesses, network marketers, direct sellers, social marketer. This is the page for you. And so I wanted to make sure that I was available to answer your business questions. And I love training and coaching and teaching. And that's what got me into my first business. I wanted time freedom. And I was like, how do I have time freedom and still earn an executive level income? How do I work from home and still be able to talk? Because that's what I like to do the most is talk, baby. And so I said, I'm going to get paid to talk. So yes. So if you are joining me and you are in my group, Business Tips, Motivation, and Inspiration, you can put a question in the chat, and I will answer your question, or if I don't get to your question, I will answer you privately. I love teaching on this subject as well. And so if you don't know, I've been an entrepreneur for quite some time now. My son was 2 and now he's a teenager. I know, and I still look good. That's the collagen, baby. And so, hello, gorgeous. You look pretty too. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're joining me for the very first time, make sure that you follow, but make sure you put newbie in the chat so I can know that you are a newbie to me and I can speak back. And if you watch the replay, put replay. But if you tag 2 people or share the broadcast, you and I just became besties. And so, hey, Joanne is in the building. I miss you, Joanne. How you doing? Yes, Michelle is in the building. Yes, Tanisha is in the building. Yes, Miss Sylvia. I think Armstrong is in the building. Good to see your beautiful faces. And so, yes, I can tell you from experience that I did not know what I was doing when I first started my first company because I never sold anything. Like some of you have experience. So when you got into your network marketing or direct sales business, I'm an oldie but goodie. You had some experience. I had no experience at all, right? And so I worked at a Hardee's, but that's not the same, right? I was in high school. So I never really sold anything. And so in my first company, I was like, all right, what do I have to do? I'm trainable. I'm coachable. Just tell me what to do. I am that person that I need to see it. So if you show me what to do, right? I'm a visual and auditory learner. I'm about to crush it. I'm going to perfect it. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do and I'm going to crush it. And so that's exactly what I did. And so went to the top 2% of that company. And then right before the pandemic, something was saying, Jerusha, get online. Girl, get online. And I was like, I don't want to get online. And it kept telling me, that voice that you're hearing right now is telling you, go live, do a YouTube, write that book, do a podcast. That voice, and you keep avoiding it. Okay. So it was like, get online. And I finally decided to get online. And I said, I'll do some motivation and inspiration. And I started getting followers, which led me to a radio show that I did with CWRnetwork.org. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then I started collaborating with all these great people and interviews. And I was like, what? And so the thing I didn't want to do was the thing I needed to do to go to my next level. And so sometimes we are our own worst enemy. We're stopping ourselves. Like your blessing is right there. And so that is what led me to my social retail business, is being 100% online. I can help so many more people. It's 4.2 billion people on social media. There are no saturations. It's just an unlimited amount of people that we can network with. And so I'm just like, let's do it. So if you're anything like me, trust me, I've been there. Should I follow the people that follow me on TikTok? Great business question. So first of all, TikTok is a whole nother baby, right? So it's a little different on TikTok. The only way you can message someone on TikTok is you have to follow them and they have to follow you. So if you are trying to make a connection with that person, you would have to follow them. But if you're asking me just go down the list and follow everybody, I wouldn't do that. I would probably be very particular because you want your audience on your platforms, right? You want to be talking to the right people about your product, your service, your opportunity. So I wouldn't just scroll down the list and follow everybody. But I would say, look at their page, look at what they're posting, even on Instagram, even on Facebook, and see if you like, okay, yes. Now, don't be judgmental. I find that, a lot of people like, oh, I don't like that. People are going to be people. You want the real person. Yes. And so just because, I don't eat meat and I see somebody's, eating it, I don't say, oh, I don't like that person because, I don't eat meat, but they do. So you don't want to do that. You don't know people's potential. You don't. And so if it's someone you're like, all right, this person seems cool, then I would definitely do it. I look for the 3 P's. Write this down. Here's your business tip, Joanne. I look for the 3 P's when I'm looking for someone to friend or follow back is I want them to be positive. That is a non-negotiable for me, right? I love good energy. I need you to be positive. I don't need you to be loud like me. I just need you to be positive. Now, what's going on with my light right there? All right. And then, of course, I need you to be posting. I'm going to have to change that. I'm going to need you to be posting, right? And I need your page to be public. Hold on one second. And I need your page to be public. So, because that's going to bother me. Hold on. Let's try this again. And you got that? So I need your page to be positive. I need you to be posting like you actually are on social media because I build a social media business. Okay, so maybe not today. So it's like, Jerusha, you didn't plug me up, so I'm not going to work in your favor today. But that's okay. See, God is good. You just do it anyway. So we're going to make it work regardless. So, yes. So, yeah, I'm not on screen. But that's all right. All right. So it's not going to work out in my favor. And I'm not going to worry about it. All right. So we want it to be positive, posting. Yes. And your page to be public. Thank you so much for putting that in the chat for me. So Pretty Person go help me out and put it in the chat for me. So those 3 things are a must for me. So you look for the 3 P's. And so then on TikTok, like I said, it's a different baby because the only way you can actually connect and so with people, you got to follow them as well. So there's that. Now, the good news is on Instagram, right? If their page is public, you can message, connect, you can all do all of those things. On Facebook, same thing. You can message, you can connect, you can love on their stories, you can follow their pages, and they may not even be following you, but you can follow them. And so what I would do if I were you also is you should be connecting with 10 new people every day, whether you're friending them or you're following 10 new people. But 10 new people. You want your account to grow. That means you got to be making new connections. It's surprising to me that people like my account isn't growing. I only have 500 people. Well, did you friend somebody today? Did you market with somebody today? You didn't. So you have to also be the person, extend the olive branch. You have to be that person that you're growing your account. So every day, write this down. Here's your homework. 10 new people that you want to connect with. You look at the page, you like what they're putting out there, and you connect with that person. Yes or yes. Does this answer your question? That was a good one. I like that one. All right. And like I said, TikTok is kind of different. I find that a lot of accounts are private. Yeah, if the account is private, it's nothing you can do. Now, let me speak on private accounts. Now, I am a business person, right? And my degrees are in communications and public relations. And one of the things that I know in working in that field in television is you got to market and brand. If your page is private, I don't know how you're marketing. You're actually only marketing to the people that are in your private community. So if you only have 500 friends in your private community, in your private Instagram, in your private Facebook page, you're only marketing to 500 people when there's 4.2 billion people on social media. So you don't expect to get found. Like, you don't really want me to buy your hair, nails, shoes, lotions, potions, pots, pans. You don't actually want me, stranger, to purchase it because I can't see it, because I'm not in your private community. So I'm the person that's going to teach against private accounts if you have a business. Now, if you don't have a business and this is for your family, this is for your family reunion group, I get it. You know, that's for family and friends. But I'm speaking to the people who have a business. You got a business, but you ain't marketing the business to the world. You're only marketing to the private people in the group or on the page. Okay, so for me, that doesn't really make sense for me, because I want to be found everywhere. I want to be found. I got my LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook pages, Facebook regular page, Instagram, TikTok. I want to be found so I can help more people because I'm developing 100 new business partners to do what I do. And so I'm looking for the 100. I'm connecting with the 100s, those people that want to build a business from their cell phone. I got that cell phone lifestyle. As long as I have my cell phone, I can travel. I'm building a business. And so that's what gets me excited to be able to help 100 families change 100 lives, helping them make $100,000 a year. Those are my people. So if you want to learn more about the 100s, put 100 in the chat so you can learn about the 100s. And I'm going to tell you, to be a part of the 100, your page got to be public. So yes, because I'm going to show you how to market and brand so you can attract the peoples. Does this make sense? Yes, thank you so much. So what other question can I answer? One of the things that you have to be aware of in building your business is you can always delete people on social media and they don't know that they're deleted. So it's this thing about people, no one's going to know if I remove you. You're not even going to know that you're removed until, right? If you look for like, are we still friends? And then you'll see we're not, but there's no notification to show people that you're following them or you unfollowed them. So I wouldn't even worry about that, right? And so you want to just build your account with positive people that are your people. I'm big on finding your peoples. Okay. So you want to make sure you do that. And every single day, you want to choose things just outside of your reach. I thought, at first I was like, oh, I got to do, LinkedIn. I got to do YouTube. I did a podcast. It seems like a lot of things. I was like, but it's pushing me outside of my comfort zone. And so you want to choose things outside of your reach. And if being on TikTok is outside of your reach, then do it. If going live is outside of your reach, then do it. If whatever, then you better do that thing. I didn't want to go online and look at me now. I'm so happy I did it anyway. So I don't want to appear perfect, right? I want to have progress. I want people to see you just do it and you'll have progress. We're not looking for perfection. There's no such thing as perfection. And so just keep that in mind. Just do things outside of reach and you will see success in your businesses. So is there another question? All right. So another thing that we can actually cover is my follow-up. So the reason why you want your page public, because you're going to have people attracted to the content that you put out. If you missed the last broadcast on curiosity content, please go back and watch it because that also brings the right people to your pages. If you don't know what that is, go watch the broadcast. It's only like 20 minutes. And that way you'll start posting in that manner to attract your right people. But what I found is most people are just posting and you're not getting the interactions that you want. But a lot of that is you, right? A lot of it is you not being consistent. A lot of it is your content doesn't match with your brand of who you are. A lot of it is, we don't know how you help us. Every time I go live, I say, I help people build their businesses online and offline. I help you leverage and monetize social media. I'm developing 100 new business partners in my social retail business. Every time I say it, because there's always someone new. And you just assume because you posted your lotion, people know that you sell organic lotion, right? And they don't. They don't know if you are an affiliate. They don't know if it's your handmade product. They don't know. And so that's why it's very important for you to be in front of it every single day, marketing every single day. And that's how you will grow your account. So you can't be shy. You can still be an introvert. How many introverts? I'm an extrovert, but how many introverts? Raise your hand if you're an introvert. Put introvert in the chat if you are an introvert. I'm not, but I'm an extrovert. Introverts, women, introverts. I just know like 80% of people are introverts. So you're in the right place if you are an introvert. Very few people are extroverts. Okay. So most people are introverts. So you got your Mark Zuckerberg, introvert. You got your Bill Gates, introvert. You got your Warren Buffett, introvert. You got all of these people, right, that are billionaires that are introverts. So there's no excuse, right? So the people they're just like you. They just was choosing to do things outside of their reach. That's the only difference. They're just choosing. Every day we make choices. I tell my son that all the time. We make choices. Every day we make choices. And so the choices you make today will ultimately lead to the life that you live. That's a fact. Say yes to Richard. Okay. Oh, introvert. All my introverts in the building. All my introverts. Yes, you're terrified of lives. You're terrified of TikToks. You're terrified. You're terrified. I know. I'm terrified of the TikToks. I'm terrified of the lives. But I said, you know what? I got to do it anyway. And so I think that once you start, over time, even now I get scared, right? So over time, you'll build that muscle up. Over time, you'll build that courage up. Over time, you'll build that confidence up. Over time. So over time, it's going to happen. Just like at your job, you're probably like, you could be the CEO because you can do everybody's job because you're that good. But that was over time. When you went in for the interview, you didn't know how to do it, right? You may have had an idea, but you didn't know how they did it. So you had to learn a system. You had to be trained. This is the same thing. You got to be trained on social media and you got to do it over and over until you're good at it. And so I just want to make sure, yes, introvert, all these introverts. I told you it's like 80% of people are probably like introverts. And so that's why you can do it. And so I'm excited for your growth. So I wanted to tell you, if you're not, Yvonne, I got it. Yeah, Yvonne is in the follow-up, the 2-day follow-up training that I have next week. So let me tell you about it. You want to make sure you're going to have all of these leads coming to you. Most people, they just don't know how to follow up. Like they don't know what to say to follow up. They want the sale, but they don't quite know what should I say to get the sale. You can't say, do you want to purchase it, right? So there's language that you want to use. And also, even if it's an opportunity, you still want to be able to follow up. And sometimes we just don't know, well, what am I going to say? She said she was interested, but what do I say next? So I created, because this was my area of weakness at that time, was follow-up. Like I just don't care for it as much as I like meeting people. Like I'll meet you everywhere. I love meeting you. It's the follow-up that I don't like. Oh. So I said, you know what? I'm going to make sure that I teach this because this is what helped me. So there's a sequence to this. And so you get to get my follow-up ebook. Yes. You get to get my follow-up ebook with 20 scripts, right? And it's going to take you through the entire year. The scripts take you through the entire year. And then they're ongoing. So I give you examples of follow-ups as well. And so in the training, we're going to talk more about how you can categorize your follow-up on Facebook, also on Instagram. And so you can make sure that you're following up with these customers on Facebook. You're following up with these customers as an opportunity prospects. There's always tools that you can use. We're underusing all of these tools. And so as soon as I found out about it, I was like, I'm going to put this 2-day follow-up training together just for the pretty people. So hashtag to all the pretty people, say, Richard, I'm a pretty person. So hashtag to all the pretty people. So if you're on my Facebook page, my link tree is in my bio. All you have to do is go to my link tree. It's in my bio. So it's a live 2-day follow-up training on the 15th and 16th. It's 2 days. It's just 1 hour on the 15th, 1 hour on the 16th. And this is what we're going to cover: how often to follow up with your leads and customers. That's very important. And so if it's a customer who purchased, right, they did purchase, you also follow up 2 days after the purchase, 2 weeks after the purchase, 2 months after the purchase. All of these are systems that you need in place. And so I'm going to give you that in this training. And also my follow-up sequence, and so which lasts an entire year of scripts. I know you're like, thank God I don't have to think about it. That's me. I know some people are like, I don't like scripts. I love them. Give me a script, because when I started, I never sold anything. So I don't know the language. I don't know the lingo to sales. So I need something to go on. And I know when people say talk from your heart, I don't want to talk from my heart about selling somebody something that I'm not even good at, right? I can talk to you from my heart about my boys. I could talk to you about my family. That's from my heart, right? But when it comes to the type of questions you need to ask, I'm going to need to see that in writing. That's me. Anybody like me? And so I put this together for you, and how to automate your follow-up system. So this is for people who you have 75, 100 customers. If you have 5 customers, you really don't need to automate. Not yet. Okay. I think you can handle 5 or 10 customers. But when you get to, oh, it's 75, 100, 200, 300, 500 customers, you have to have a system that's automated for you, whether it's texting, whether it's emailing, and it's already set that they get it every 30 days or once every 60 days, it's going out. So how many of you, even the doctors use it? Like, I have an appointment tomorrow. They probably text me like 3 times. That's automated. No one's sitting there texting me. They put it in a system and they text me 3 times. Your appointment is on Thursday at 9:30. Please text back yes. That's an automated system, which you can do too once you have X amount of customers. Now, it may cost you. That's why I'm saying you don't need it with 5. It's going to cost you once you have hundreds of customers. Okay. And then, of course, I just believe that you want to equip people with resources and not just talk like this. That's why I'm giving you the follow-up ebook. You have the actual scripts, and you're going to just make sure you insert your product, insert your company, insert wherever, you need to insert. And so I give great examples also in the training. So, and it's only $17. Yes, there's a small investment, but girl, let me tell you, if you're struggling to do the $17, I really, really need you to be in the training, because you have a business and you should be able to invest back into yourself, into your business, right? And so I want to help you because I know what that feels like. I told you guys the other night, I was in this, I guess, elite training, right, that I paid for. And the guy that you guys probably know, his training is $100,000 for 6 months cash. There's no payment. There's no, let me get it together. No. Okay. So understand, a lot is relative. Expensive is relative depending on who you're talking to. And I see value in that. So this is what I'm saying. Do you see value in finding out how to follow up with your leads and customers for $17? And if you don't, that's cool. You don't see the value. But for those of you that are like me, I'm like, man, once I get this system and it's automated, I can meet more people. I can build even a bigger business because I'm not sitting here calling or personally texting. I have things in place. And so you want to have systems. Save yourself time, energy, and money. Write that down. Save yourself time, energy, and money. Systems. You want to have systems in place like this. Is that helpful or is that helpful? Say, Richard, that's helpful to me. And so I know Yvonne is in the training. Yes. So if you're in the training, I'll definitely go to my profile. It's my link tree. Go to my profile. It's my link tree. Or you can put follow up right here in the chat. Oh, no, you didn't miss it. Did I miss this? No, you didn't miss it. So all you have to do is go to my link tree. It's in my profile. Click the link tree, grab the 2-day follow-up. And so grab the 2-day follow-up. Bam, that's all you need to do. And the training is the 15th and 16th. So you didn't miss it. You didn't miss it. I want to make sure that every day I'll come back and remind everyone to get into that 2-day follow-up. So any more business questions for me? We got like 5 minutes. Any more business questions for me? Yes, follow up. Put follow up in the chat. If you're on Instagram, you got to go to my profile because you can put follow up. But if I close the live, then I'm not going to see your message. And then same thing on TikTok. I have a link. It's just my link tree. Click it. Click the 2-day follow-up training and get your business partners. Like if I have a team, my team needs to take it too. Because if you're winning, your team needs to be winning. That's how you know you're successful. You're helping other people. All right, Wanda in the building. Wanda got follow-up. Yes, yes, yes. And so put follow-up or go to my link tree. Go to my link tree in the bio. So if you don't have any more business questions, you have a question? If you don't, just make sure you get into this group, Business Tips, Motivation, Inspiration group with me. It's my baby to be here with you guys every Wednesday at 8 p.m. answering your questions. I don't mind at all. Yes, it's only right. So if you read the instructions, great. It said covers both days. So I have something already scheduled on the 15th. So the calendar didn't allow me to do both days because it said a conflict, but I know I can do it. So yeah, so when you go there, it says the 2-day ride covers both days, and you click the 16th and it allows you to do it. So yes, so it's covered for both days. Perfect. Yes. So I put that in bold at the top because I knew people were like, well, it's only one day. Nope. It covers both days. And even in the terms, it says this training covers the 15th and the 16th. So you're good to go. I'll see your beautiful faces probably tomorrow, because we want to get as many people into the 2-day follow-up training as possible, because this is how I help people. And this is what I love to do. And so I just want to make sure it's available. And so people can stop saying, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. That's the biggest thing that I hear from entrepreneurs is, I don't know what to do. And I'm just like, all of these free resources, figure it out. You do know what to do. Invest. It's okay. Perfect. Any more questions? All right. I'll see your beautiful faces. I'm really just thankful that you're in this private community and you're on Instagram and you're on TikTok. I love you. I'm just thankful that grace and mercy follow me. I'm Jerusha, and I see you on the page. Yes, good night. Good night. And I can figure out what happened to my